Hey everyone, my name's Phil from Yoga for Goals. I am the founder of this little section of All Aspect Hockey, which is my hockey development company that I work under. I do a lot of private lessons, mainly private lessons right now, but we are looking to grow, obviously, of course. We focus on developing the person rather than the player. A lot of times I see players messing up drills, and it's just simply they're not focusing, they're not paying attention to what they're doing. They're kids, right? So the thing is that you could teach that, and you could start to teach that as at an early age with um, awareness training and things like yoga. Yoga is a practice that I wish I had when I was a younger person. Definitely a lot of times I feel we go through school just to get through school, and not being able to appreciate the little things. Sometimes not everybody is the same, for sure. So, yes, we are looking to develop our individual rather than to benefit the, sorry, we are, we are looking to develop the individual to better the collective. That is always our goal. That always kind of should be our goal. So, with that in mind, our theme of today's practice is patience. However, you want to infer your practice, whether it's patience in a pose or maybe something is coming from off the mat and you are reminding yourself of a time where patience was better needed or needed more. So let's start in a comfortable position. We could start in child's pose. That's the position I'm going to choose. You could also start on your back. You could start cross-legged how I just was. However you want to get comfortable today, it's up to you. I'm going to start in child's pose. And we are just going to find our breath. If you are in child's pose with me, feel your stomach rest in between your thighs. Your chest is moving closer to the mat. Your forehead is on the mat, but for sound purposes, I'll keep my head up here. So we are in child's pose. And we are going to find our breath. Let's start with a big exhale. A small inhale and then a large exhale. Releasing and letting everything go. So let's inhale. Big exhale. Let it all go. Inhale a fresh new breath to begin this practice. Inhale. Exhale. Very nice, everyone. That was the first breath of your practice. Let's do it again. Inhale. Big open mouth. Exhale. Again. And on your own. Inhale. And on these last two breaths, close that mouth on your exhale. So we're fogging up a mirror. We're fogging up a mirror, but we are closing our mouth so we don't get any air on the glass. Last one, inhale. Excellent. Let's move the chest forward. Well, if you're in child's pose, you're going to move the chest forward. If you're in any other position, we're going to meet in tabletop. Knees underneath our hips, shoulders in line with our wrists. The top of our head is reaching forward. My toes are tucked in. My core is activated. We're going to move our hips back to our heels so we can get all the feels in our ankles. Maybe there's a couple of cracks, and that's okay. Now we're going to move our shoulders over our wrists. Inhale, hips back to heels. Exhale, shoulders over wrists. We're going to do 3 more on your own. Last one, inhale back, hips to heels. Exhale, shoulders over wrists. Excellent. Let's have those forearms face each other. So I'm in a position like this. My forearms are facing each other. My fingertips are facing away from each other. And we're going to move those shoulders over our right wrist. Inhale back to center. Exhale over the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale over the wrists. Inhale back to center. Exhale over our wrists. Maybe we move forward and back. If there's any movement that you want to take in this opening practice, feel free to move those forearms facing the top of our mat. Our forearms are going to be facing 12 o'clock, and do the same thing. Move those shoulders over our left and right wrists. It's a great stretch for our forearms and our carpal tunnel muscle bones in our hand. Maybe we bend one arm then the other. And when you're ready, let's meet with our hips on top of our heels and shake out those wrists, stretching out our ankles. And that was our wrist warm up. If you're new to this channel, I like to start every practice with a wrist warm up. I learned this from another YouTuber, Breathe and Flow. They are the ones that got me into yoga. Beautiful husband and wife and a child from tabletop. We're going to move into our first downward dog. Yeah, one day I was scouring the internet and I found a male yoga teacher, and that was something that really resonated with me, something I really needed at the time. Bend one leg, then the other. Again, no reason to be so rigid in the beginning of our practice. From down dog, we're going to move our chest forward to plank, squeeze our core, push our shoulders away from our wrists. Exhale, head between the armpits, back to down dog. Maybe we shake the head. No. Excuse me. Lost the mic. Move that head between our shoulders. My nose is trying to touch my knees. Don't force anything. Just make sure everything feels good. Inhale, exhale to plank. Feeling the core. Shoulders move away from the wrists. Set the knees down. Slowly bring our chest to the mat. Extend those feet back. We're going to inhale our chest off the ground for baby cobra. Elbows reach back, nose is reaching forward. Maybe we make some head circles here. Feeling it in our neck. Be gentle. Be kind to yourself. Be patient with opening up your body. When you're ready, we are going to inhale. Exhale. Push up to plank. Back to down dog. Very nice. We are going to turn our left foot onto our pinky toe side of that foot, and we're going to be on the inside foot for a side plank on that left arm, just briefly, and then we are going to switch. Take a breath in down dog, and now rotate those hips over to the right, side plank on that right arm, opening up that left shoulder, feeling that right shoulder working. Exhale, back to down dog for a breath. Very good. And now this is something that we could skip if you don't want to do the second side the second time. We could come back into a child's pose. That is always a good pose to come back to at any time in our practice. So child's pose, tabletop. If you do not want to do this a second time, inhale those hips over to the left. On our exhale, that right arm comes up. Let me just move it around. You know your body best, so take your time. Back to down dog, and then we go to the right. Again, moving that left shoulder around. Back to down dog. Excellent, beautiful. Let's walk those feet forward between our hands, and we are in a forward fold. Nose is reaching between our knees, or we are looking down and that nose is coming to our toes. My shoulders hang heavy. We could cross our arms. We could let them dangle. We could sway side to side. Actually, everybody, let's do that. If you haven't ever done this, give this a go. Bring that right elbow to right hip. Sorry, left elbow to left knee. Right elbow to right knee. Inhale, hands on our shins. Hands on our shins, hands on our ankle, hands on our knee. Wherever you feel most comfortable. For me, that's on our shins. Inhale to flat back. Exhale down to forward fold. And inhale all the way up. Nice and slow to standing. Hands come down at our sides. My chest is facing forward. My eyes are facing forward. Shoulders are relaxed. Knees are slightly bent. Inhale those hands up to the sky. Exhale back down to forward fold. Plant those hands. Right foot steps back. Left foot steps back for plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a child's pose or tabletop if you need to, and we're gonna get into our flow. If you ever get confused as to what side I'm moving, I have tattoos mainly that you could see on the left side of my body. I have a Joker tattoo and I have a Batman tattoo on the inside. So those are ways that you could tell what side of the body I'm moving. So let's get to moving. From down dog, we're going to pick up that left foot for three-legged dog. Bring our left knee to our nose and step it between our hands. Right knee comes down to the ground. Hands come up to our thigh or above our head. Our head is pushing through those arms. And my left heel and right knee are trying to crinkle the mat between them. So there's a lot of friction in that right hip flexor, left knee for stabilization. Inhale, exhale, hands come down to frame the left foot. Right knee comes up, left foot comes back, and we return to a down dog. We're doing the same thing on the other side. Right foot comes up, exhale, right knee to nose, plant the right foot, left knee comes down, and we're on the other side. Again, create friction between our right heel and left knee. Inhale, those hands come up to the sky. Exhale, those hands frame the foot. So if I'm looking down at my mat, so if you're looking down at the mat, you're going to see your left hand, your right foot, and your right hand. We're going to pick up that left knee, step that right foot back for downward facing dog. Very nice. Now, if three-legged dog was a pose that was a little difficult for you, you could always just step that left foot forward and kind of just readjust. Again, you guys know your body best. I'm just a man on the internet teaching yoga. So, just focus on yourself. Be kind, be patient with yourself. And we're going to get flowing again. Inhale, that left foot comes up, three-legged dog. This time we open up that left hip. Breathing deep into that left hip, left outer body. My left pinky toe is trying to come to my right armpit. Let's step that foot between our hands. 4. Low lunge, hands come up to the sky. From this position, we are going to rise into high lunge. Just for a second. Exhale to warrior 2. Right hand comes to right hip, left hand turns over. Peaceful warrior. Exhale, left elbow to left knee. Revolved warrior. Left hand is inside, left foot, right hand comes down to the mat. So if we're looking at my mat, it's left foot, left hand, right hand. We are now in a lizard lunge, also known as a world's greatest. If you need to, put that left knee on the mat, or sorry, right knee on the mat. Do whatever your body needs to do to feel open and confident in this position. From this position, left elbow comes to left heel as low as it can. Mine is not touching the floor. It is just coming to that left ankle bone. Twist open our left side body. Stay. Be patient. To be honest, I don't know where I'm going next, so I'm being patient with myself to figure it out. With our left hand to the sky, we are going to step our right foot into a left-legged squat. Exhale back to lizard lunge on the left side. Left foot comes back to meet the right. Downward. Facing dog. Whew. I'm not gonna lie, that was a lot. That was a lot on my body. Take a second, check in with yourself, see how your body feels after that movement. We are going to go to the other side and just figure out ways that you can modify it for yourself. I'm going to throw out some suggestions. If they resonate with you, great. If they don't, well, we'll figure it out. We always do. Inhale, right leg comes out. Open, stack the hips. Right pinky coming to meet our left armpit if we can. Step that right foot between our hands. Low lunge, left knee down. Right hands on our right thigh. Make sure this is comfortable in your body. Find that breath. When you're ready, hands come to your ears. Feel that. My gaze over my right fingertips. I look down, I'm able to see my right big toe. My left knee is in a comfortable position. Left hand comes to left hip, flip the right fingertips over. Bring it back, 4. That's one more. Right leg. Right side body. Exhale. Right elbow to right knee. Hi, everybody. Extended. Warrior. When you're ready, left hand comes to meet the right. Move that right foot over. So when we look at the mat, it is our left hand, and right foot all in a line. We are in lizard lunge on the other side. We are breathing. Maybe that left knee comes down to the mat for you, maybe not. Right elbow comes inside the right foot. Revolved lizard lunge. Open up the chest, open up the right side body, open up that left hamstring, lift that left foot up. We are in a one-legged squat on the right foot. Inhale, exhale, step it back. Lizard lunge, hand comes down. Exhale. Right foot comes back. Plank to downward facing dog. Knees come down. Elbows come down. Glide forward and through. Let's meet in baby cobra or sphinx. We're going to find our breath again. When you're ready, chest is going to come back to the mat. You're going to inhale, exhale, come to a push-up plank, down dog, step, jump, or float those feet between our hands, and we are going to meet in yogi squat, malasana pose. So my hands and feet are in a pentagon. Is it a pentagon? I don't know. I forgot this here. I'll just show you. So my feet and hands are kind of in this position because it's good for my body, like this. Right? My hands are wide. My feet are narrow. I have a good bend to the knees. Just trying to adjust my feet, adjust my mat. Bend those knees. Hips come to heels. And now we are in malasana. My feet are up. That's no big deal. Just want to find comfort and confidence in this pose. Be patient. Maybe we have the ability to come up. I have a hockey stick here that I'm going to use for balance in my squat. There's not a lot of weight in this stick. I'm not grabbing it for dear life. I'm just using it as a support if I need to. It's a good stretch for our ankles, for our hips, for our knees. We are generally sitting way too much, using muscles over and over constantly. A squat is a good way to build strength and feel some relief. Feel some relief. So when you're ready, put those heels on the ground, slowly roll back and up. And we're going to come into a T-spine rotation just to close out the practice. My back is flat on the mat. I'm hugging my knees into my chest. We're going to extend the right leg out. Grab onto the left knee. Left arm comes out. Rotate over to your right hip. We are looking at our left hand. Breathing into our left side body, our left hip. Bring that left knee into your chest. And now we're going to do the same thing on the right side. Hook our right knee into our chest. Left hand hooks onto right knee. And we're going to roll over onto our left hip. breathe into the right hip, right side body. Hug the left knee in first, and then we are going to rotate all the way over to the right side. Hug both those legs in, and exhale. To Shavasana, our final resting pose. Stay where you are in Shavasana. Take this time to notice where your mind went. If you were rushing through poses, forcing your body to move in ways it's never done before, or you had difficulty staying present, or just passing judgment about your practice, this is where the practice of patience comes in. The idea of patience is knowing that the one day you will get there. One day you will conquer your goal. Not every finish line, not every goal is in a straight line. Sometimes there are a lot of curves to get to that final destination. Our goals, unfortunately, do not come as easy. We must find ways to get closer each day, learning ways to get 1% better each day. That is a common phrase in the book Atomic Habits. I highly suggest it if you want to pick it up. Everybody inhale. Exhale. My laptop is about to die, so I thank you all for coming to today's practice. Thank you. Namaste.